How's it going, everybody? Actually throwing up a video here today. It's been a while again, as always. But I had some video game pickups here. I figured I'd throw them up. I have 3 additional ones. I'm not going to show those yet. I'm getting something else on Sunday, so I'll put it up with that. But yeah, I mean, I've got like I don't know, 9 games here or something I picked up over recent, maybe past 3 weeks, something of that nature. About that amount of time has gone past, and I picked up some games. I haven't been playing too many games, honestly. Some PSP stuff. Really, I got there was a sale on the PlayStation Network a little while ago. I guess those were pickups too. It was like a lot of games, downloadable games for 99 cents. I picked up Jurassic Park game, the episodic one. It's decent. I played the first part of the first episode. Super Stardust HD, which is cool, and Tokyo Jungle, which is actually pretty interesting. I may put up a video of that. If everyone's seen it, you'll like it. Like, everybody's gone. Well, humans are gone. It's only animals, and you got you start off with like a chihuahua or something and a deer, and deer is just a herbivore, so you can't eat anything. And the little chihuahua is like fucking, you hide in the bushes, you gotta fucking eat other animals and shit. You're like taking out fucking hyenas if you get a critical hit. It's pretty bizarre. It's pretty fun though. It's actually really hot out here today. I'm kind of sweating. I'm gonna have to put my air conditioner in earlier than I anticipated. But anyway, the first 4 are PlayStation portable games, PSP games. This one here was part of another one my girlfriend got me for Easter. The first one is Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles. It's got Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night in it. I think you have to unlock Symphony of the Night by beating Rondo of Blood. I played a little bit of it. It's cool. I think Rondo of Blood was maybe on the... or was that the one that was on like the TurboGrafx and maybe the Super Nintendo in Japan? I don't know. TurboGrafx CD, I should say. I think it was on. I think it's that one. I'm probably wrong. I don't fucking know. But it looks pretty good, actually. It's kind of cool. You can play it in how it originally looked and how it looks in 3D. It doesn't say here what it was on. That's the first one. Got this one off of eBay. God of War Ghost of Sparta. It's cool. It's a God of War game. Typical God of War stuff. Busting up shit. Violent. The usual. It actually looks really good on the PSP. It looks probably better than the PlayStation 2. Any of the PS2 ones. This one I have not tried yet. I got this from Glide. It was like $8. It's a Valkyrie Profile Lenneth. It's a role-playing game. Haven't checked it out yet though. Looked cool, so I decided to pick it up. I wanted to get a role-playing game for it. And the last one was the other one I got for Easter, Silent Hill Shattered Memories. I've been playing this one. It's cool. You don't fight anybody in this one. I believe this is on the PS2 and the Wii as well. You do not fight any enemies in this. Like it's a remake of the original, but it's quite different. When shit goes bad, instead of reverting into like the hellish, it is still a hellish Silent Hill, but it's like all ice, and you have to run away from the enemies. You can hide, knock stuff over to, stop them for a little bit. It's kind of cool. It's kind of frantic and shit, but just hanging out normally in the normal Silent Hill, which is also still fucked up. You can take pictures. I guess they're the Shattered Memories. You take pictures of things when you get close. You take a picture of your camera phone. And you get to see a little story as you take the pictures of it. Usually always end up being bad things happen to people. But that's a kind of cool thing. You do some other interesting stuff in it with opening doors and stuff. But it was meant for the Wii, I feel, originally. Well, they all came out at the same time. I feel like it would work better with the Wii. Some of like the opening door stuff and shit. But it's cool. It looks pretty good. It's definitely pretty cool. I've been playing it and enjoying it. Probably the better of the newer Silent Hills. Although I like Downpour as well, I didn't like Homecoming. And actually, the other one on the PSP was good. I played that one. I had the PSP originally, Silent Hill Origins. That was a pretty good one. These 4 here I got yesterday at a flea market, like 4 or 5 towns over at the train station, and I saw a bunch of games, and one was Nintendo, and there was a Super Nintendo there. Some PlayStation 3 games, GameCube games, Super Nintendo games, but I got 4 Nintendo games, 4 original Nintendo games for $20. It was either 6 a piece or 4 for 20. And there's a lot of them, so I said, I'll grab this 4 I can find. The first one is Strider. Cart's in good condition. I only played Strider on the Genesis. Never played that one. Second one is Iron Sword, Wizards and Warriors 2, which actually was made by, well, developed by, it was published by Acclaim, it was developed by Rare. I played this for like 5 minutes yesterday, and it was, I don't know, I wasn't digging it too much. I don't know if this guy is, but I feel like I've heard this in videos before, but the dude on the cover looks exactly like Fabio. It has to be him. It has to be him. Looks exactly like him. Not as cool as the first one. Next two I was happy to see there, because they kind of have a little bit of value, especially this one. Tecmo Super Bowl, great fucking, just absolutely phenomenal sport game. This is in the top 5 football games of all time, if not the best. This one kept stat tracking, it's got the fucking gold so you can save your shit on it. And still classic Tecmo Bowl stuff, like the original. All the teams in this one though, you can do the seasons, it keeps stats, just awesome. Me and my friends used to play this all the time when we were younger. Can't go wrong with Tecmo Super Bowl if you're into football or just sports in general. And the last one is the original Tecmo Bowl, which I'm grabbing that one too. The label's got a little rip on it. The other 2 labels are in great shape. But this is the one that started it. This one only had, I think, 8 teams. But I know like Walter Payton was like crazy and he fucking bust. I actually played a little bit yesterday. Fucking throw him a pitch on one of the 4 plays you have. The second one, Tecmo Super Bowl introduced more plays too. You could do, I think it was 8 instead of 4. But you throw it to Walter Payton and he's gone. Like you just do the little move and fucking the guys are diving at you and shit. 2 fucking phenomenal football games though. The ones on the Genesis and Super Nintendo are pretty good too. I think there's Tecmo Super Bowl again, and then there was Tecmo Bowl 3. And the next 2 are PlayStation 3 games. It started off with this one. I was in Toys R Us. It's Assassin's Creed 3. And they've been having, I guess, some clearance on some older games. They're trying to get rid of, this game's not actually that old, but games they want to get rid of, and this one was 60% off. So it ended up being like $8.69 after tax. And I was like, maybe I'll sell it or something. And I was like, you know what? I love the Assassin's Creed series. I love all the games. I know I think there's a new one coming out for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and then they're making like a slightly different one for the PS3 and Xbox 360. I'll have to get them both. But this one's Assassin's Creed 3, like I said, it was $8.69. This is a good one. A lot of people kind of shit on this one. I remember playing this one last summer, and I really fucking enjoyed it, actually. A lot. But I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to just get all of them. And I just want the whole series. I've had them all at one point, except Black Flag I got from GameFly and returned it. I just rented it. The other ones, I kind of want to pick them all up. I've owned them all at some point. And the only ones I played on the PlayStation 3 are Revelations and the first. So the other ones were played on the 360. So these are like, it's going back and playing a new game, which is kind of cool. This one was excellent though. Just had the Homeland, where you can, or the Home Front, or whatever it was, where you can like find people and they come back and you've got a big, by your mansion, there's like other buildings and shit, it's cool. And the other one I got off of Glide, which was like $7.48, and it's a sealed copy of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. This one I have not played since 2010, and I want to get back into this one. I kind of enjoyed this one, but I can't remember a lot of it. So it'd be good to go back to this one as well. And I was like, I won't go on Glide, because Glide has a lot of good prices. And that's a great price for this one, so I'm going to go without getting the other ones. The other 3, the first 2 and Revelations are all fairly cheap. You can get them from like under $15 used, if not under 10. Black Flag I'll wait a little bit for, because I played that in October, so I can wait a little bit for that for a price drop and then get them all. Because I really enjoy the Assassin's Creed series. I may do like once I get them all, I may do like a little video on that, because they're probably my favorite game series this generation, or the generation that just passed that's still going on. PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 generation. Really love them. I mean, the first one a lot of people crapped on, but you know what? That's probably because the second one was so good and it just added that much more shit. But I enjoyed the first one. I really did. It got a little repetitive, but still an excellent game. I really enjoyed it. Second one might be my favorite. That one's awesome. You do a lot of different things in that one. You're traveling to a bunch of different areas as well. Brotherhood is just in Rome, and Revelations you're in Istanbul or Constantinople. I think it's the same place. It's just a different name. And then 3 is during the Revolutionary War, or leading up to it, and then during it. And then Black Flag is around. I think it's maybe about 20 years or 30 years. Maybe it's a little more than that. Maybe 20 or 30 years prior to 3, and you're in the Caribbean. So you're on your ship. Black Flag was excellent. I like them all. Black Flag may be my second favorite one though, behind two. I mean, I like Revelations and Brotherhood as well in the first. I like Ezio. He was in 3 of the games. Altair pops up. I think Altair popped up in Revelations. You could do like flashback missions with him. But yeah, those are my grabs here. PSP stuff. I got a thing coming. My birthday's on Sunday, so I got something coming that I've actually really want. And I picked up 3 games for it already. Now I won't get it, and that would kind of not suck too much. But I've got all the games for cheap so far. But I really want this thing. I really do. So that should be cool. But yeah, anyway, those are the pickups I have. Hopefully I get back up with that video on Sunday and go from there. Hopefully I get some videos up. Maybe find some good... I've gotten some stuff from garage sales. I got like a bunch of Ninja Turtles, older Ninja Turtles from the late 80s, early 90s, for $3. And a couple Pokemon board games, like a Yahtzee Junior and something else, and a Monopoly game, and 2 like Pokemon strategy guides, because all stuff's cheap as hell. But yeah, thanks everybody for checking it out, and have a good day.